All right. Perfect timing.
All right, it's loading up.
All right.
Bam. Think.
I didn't have my glasses on, but
Well, it looks like we are live.
okay. Same channel or different channel?
Do you have an echo? Do I have to wear my headphones? Fuck, did I forget about that? I think I did.
Yeah, I don't have an
No,
echo.
I don't. I just have to turn the volume down, right? I think we are live.
Okay. Okay, I hear a little echo, but it's not bothering me.
Uh-oh. Okay. So I do have to wear my headphones. Shit. Boy, we're prepared. All right.
Okay, I hear a little echo, but it's not bothering me.
Yeah. Okay. So I got it. Shit.
Okay, I had to get it set up on here so I can see what's going on.
Okay. What the hell's wrong with the screen? Okay, so we did get the live stream going, cool, but not to the right place. We're streaming like to a new place, and now what's wrong with my background? All right. We had it like all figured out, and I fucked it up. Okay.
It might have just, automatically did something. Who knows?
Yeah. Let's see. All right. That's, yeah. Okay. It kind of threw me for a loop. I like had all this planned out. All right.
I know.
Shit, that's really loud too. Let's see.
I know. Maybe my will is just that strong because I was like, any earlier, Boom, it happened earlier.
So why am I still hearing this echo? Is it? It's weird. It's kind of like on a repeat thing. Sorry, whoever's watching. We're figuring it out. We had to like jump rooms on accident, and now it's like all fucked up. I'm hearing something come through.
My phone's on the charger. Is that it? Should I take it off?
Can you? You need the volume though, don't you? Okay.
I need the volume.
So you can hear what's going on, right?
Yeah, no, it was on the charger. Is it better now?
Okay. Let's see. No, I need to turn down the volume on Zoom or inside Zoom or something.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Okay, I got it. Can I hear you now? Yeah. Okay, I got it. I had to turn off the volume on YouTube. All right. So,
Johnny, that's supposed to be a secret. You're supposed to keep that a secret.
What's that?
In chat, he just.
Oh, are you reading the chat?
Yeah, I just read the chat because I was wondering who was in there still.
Johnny. Oh shit! What's up, Johnny? That's funny.
With us.
I don't know what to talk about. Yeah.
What's funny is that we made the joke that the people that were teaching it.
See, we're like totally like in the wrong room now. Like I totally advertise the shit out of it for like a different room.
Well, I mean,
but that's okay. They'll figure it out. Maybe not. Okay, so I'm gonna actually there's over there, so I'll drop this link over there, and then we'll start the show. Bam.
I'm coming back. I just blinked out because of my battery. Okay. I wish the thing would talk out loud to me.
Okay, I got all the links down. Yeah, I did. Okay. Wow. That sucks because I like pass this link out like to fucking everybody, and then it's like not the right one.
I'm not meant to do it tonight after all.
That's true. All right. So okay, back to the show then. Okay.
At 4:30 in the morning.
It's only 2:30 here.
Oh well.
All right. Yeah, we got 5 watching. Fuck it. I'll just start because I think there's like how many people are in the other room just to be sure. We got in the other room. Oh, we got waiting. Okay. Fuck it. Yeah. So yeah. So what were we talking about? No. So how are you, venefica? You look lovely.
I'm good, thank you. I am ready to to get out of this whole staying at home all the time business, being social again. I'm
Really?
so ready.
Really? You're bored already?
I mean, and I'm a homebody. I like to stay home and do my own thing, but when I'm forced to, I don't want to do it anymore, you know?
Gotcha.
Sucks. Yeah. And not being able to be social, that's like and I don't even like being social, but once again, when you can't, you want to.
Right on. I've been enjoying my vacation. I've just been like
Jet setting.
Getting paid more than I was working in my part-time job before I lost it. And then, I don't know, you know, I do side projects and stuff. So, you know, I still get out, but I was supposed to go to LA last week, and we're supposed to have like this fucking psychedelic party. We talked about it on Reddit. I made a couple YouTube videos about it, and it looked like it was going to actually happen. Even though the Corona thing was going on, it was like going to happen. And then like 2 days before you know, we like had the fucking hotels and everything, and then the fucking riots broke out, and then in LA, and then LA got on lockdown. Yeah, so like then it was like nobody was gonna go. Like we had a carload of like three or four of us. We kind of scouted it out, but then it was just like, you know what, we're wasting our time because we can't even go outside. It's like what? It's gonna be like 3 or 4 of us sitting in a hotel room tripping balls on acid. Well, fuck, we can do that here in San Diego. Fuck LA, you know. It's like, you know, so nobody's gonna show up. But
you can do that anywhere.
So what I did though, because I was like, I was looking at it not just as like, you know, an excuse to drop acid, but because it's kind of hard for me to do it where I live here. It's yeah, you know, it's hard for me like to be committed for 12 hours, right, without somebody fucking with me where I live. So I was like, yeah, I wanted a little vacation. So I just went to a fucking hotel by myself in San Diego. Like my homies like did whatever they did, you know, and I brought some acid. I brought 3 tabs of the Dr. Seuss 3.0 that I've been gobbling down since for like the last 3 or 4 months. Good stuff. And anyway, I get to the hotel, and I don't know why I like bought like the cheap hotel, you know, like it's just like habit. 'Cause I'm so used to like being broke and like always going for like the, you know, the
Well,
budget,
you want a good deal
hotels.
anyway. I mean, I totally get it.
I did, but you know, I mean, in hindsight, that was my first mistake right there. I should have spent like the extra money, especially because I had it, you know, to get like a Hilton or something, like, you know, something fucking that's not a bunch of crackheads like walking around hanging out. But I know,
I forget that $69 there is not $69 here. I forget that.
Really? Is $69 ever get you a good room?
When I fly out of Houston, I'll get a room for like 69 to 80, and I feel totally safe and good. And yeah, but I guess I think every room I've stayed at in San Diego has been like in like the 150s to 2s. Yeah.
If you find one under $100, like, you know, that's a pretty good deal. Like you're getting like the Motel 6 type shit under $100. But yeah. So I got one, and well, you know, it wasn't that big of a deal because it was like, I'm just gonna sit inside and drop acid, right, and fucking have fun. You know, it's like wasn't gonna be like walking the dog or anything. So that's what I did. I got there and I dropped my 3 tabs, right, and feeling fucking great, right. I was like perfect, just the perfect amount. You know, it wasn't too much, and it was like, but it was just enough to where if I would have had 4, I would have been glad I didn't take the 4th one. You know what I'm saying? It's like right there. Yeah. And these tabs kick in, and it's like fucking I'm just gonna go smoke, right? Because I'm like, oh fuck, I better go have a smoke. So I'm starting to kind of trip with balls right now, right? And I don't really want to be walking around like completely tripping balls. So I try to get it smoking. So I go out there, and there's a courtyard out there, right? The smoking courtyard. And I mean, it's like 2 a.m, right? And there's this really attractive hot Latina chick just standing there having a smoke, right, by herself. And you know, and then here comes my dumbass tripping on acid, right? Walk up, light up a smoke, sit down at the bench, right, kind of like, you know, across from her. And we just start talking and shit. And she's like, yeah, my airplane's like gonna leave here in the morning, blah blah blah. You know, can't sleep. Fuck, I shouldn't even go to sleep now because I gotta be in the flight in like 4 hours. So you know, I was like, yeah, I remember I'm tripping balls on 3 hits, right? And I'm just like, I got my gin and juice, and I'm like probably look like my eyes are like bowling balls probably, right? And I'm just like, cool. And then she's like, well, what are you drinking? It's like, just gin and juice shit. And she's like, got another one? It's like, yeah, but they're upstairs in my hotel. You know, if you come up there, if you want to wait here, I'll bring some down. So I don't mind, I'll go up there. That's cool. I was like, right on. And now, you know, something should have struck me weird at this point, right? That there's this really fine Latina chick who's half my age standing there by herself, right, at this ghetto hotel place, right, on this bench. And then she just kind of invites herself, like looks for an in to come up to my room. But, you know, I have been known to pull some shit off like that in my time. So, like, of course, my ego's like, yeah, I got this, right? You know what I'm saying? But I'm tripping balls too. So who the fuck knows? I don't even know what the fuck I'm thinking. So anyway, we go up there, you know, pour a drink, start having drinks, and then I went to the bathroom or something, and came back out. But now I'm like fully tripping balls, like shit's just moving around, like things are getting really animated. But I start feeling weird, and it's like I'm feeling weird. And at first I thought it was like the acid, but then it's like, wait a minute, like my depth perception is getting really bad. Like I'm starting to like hear echoes and shit, and like I'm starting to kind of lose my coordination, and I'm starting to sweat a lot. And I'm like, that's not typical on acid, especially on 3 hits, maybe like 30 hits, but no, not even that. I mean, it didn't fucking not. It just felt weird. Something felt off to me.
Off.
Yeah, totally off. And so I'm like thinking about it, and I'm telling myself, I'm like, this is the fucking acid, right? I'm just fucking tripping out. Just tripping out, and I'm nervous because this fucking hot chick's up here, and I'm tripping out, and now I'm getting paranoid. And then it's like, oh no, and it's like I just start feeling weird, and I just like, so I told the chick, you know, we were probably up there for like 45 minutes. I told her, I was like, hey, you know, I don't feel very well, you know, I'm gonna finish your drink, you know, I'm gonna lay down for a little bit, you know, and maybe if you feel like coming back, you know, a couple hours, whatever. But obviously I wasn't gonna be going to sleep anytime soon, but I just wanted to get her out of there because I didn't feel like getting sick in front of her.
She had to go on a flight anyway, so she's gonna be gone.
Yeah, but also in the back of my mind, I was still gonna fucking get laid, but of course I wasn't because I was too tripping. I probably couldn't even take off my own fucking shoes at that point. But anyway, so she's like, okay, well, you know, it's only been up here a little bit, you know, I still got a few more hours, and she's just hesitant. She didn't want to go, and I was like, here, have some more drink, and I've made her another drink, and I'm like, you know, blah blah blah, and then she kind of gets aggressive, and it's like, you know, she's like, I've only been up here for like 45 minutes. What's the big deal? And now I'm really paranoid. Like, what the fuck? And then she's like, you know, you owe me some money. I was like, what? I owe you money? She's like, yeah, I've been up here for almost an hour, you know, and now you're throwing me out. You still owe me money. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I gave you a fucking drink. You asked for a drink. And, you know, and now I'm getting to the point where I'm like having to hold myself up against a wall. And I'm like feeling like I'm going to fall, you know, and the acid is fucking kicking in. I mean, the acid is full blown already, but there's something else going on. I don't know what it is. And so she starts talking about money, and I'm just like, look, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You know, please leave my hotel room. She's like, well, I'll be back, you know, stuff like that. I'm like, no, you won't. And I just closed the door behind her and locked it. Fucking 20 minutes later, now I'm just like dripping sweat. I feel sick, and like, just like I'm starting to like forget where I am and shit. And I'm like, am I just tripping on acid? I don't ever remember like having this feeling on acid. And so a knock at my door 20 minutes later. It's her, and she's like, hey, we need to talk about something. And then I kind of ignored it. And then another knock, and it's a dude's voice was like, hey, yeah, I think you owe my girl some money. He said something like that. You know, I can't quote him exactly because I'm tripping fucking balls still. And then he's like, yeah, you know, you owe some money. You owe us. And I said, how do I owe you money? I don't even fucking know who you are. And I was like, is that your girlfriend, man? She invited herself up here. You know, nothing happened. I gave her a fucking drink, and I told her to leave because I didn't feel well. He's like, nah, it's not it, homie. He's like, you owe me some money. I'm like, guys, I don't owe you any fucking money. And then he kind of hits the door of something like an object. I could hear it. And I kind of like look through the blinds like that. And he kind of backs up and like holds his shirt up like that a little bit. And he's got like a fucking pistol grip, like a gun. And he's showing me his gun. I'm just like, fuck. Like, this is not what I had in mind by like sitting in a hotel and tripping on acid, right? So I'm on 3 hits, and I'm fucking, this chick must have slipped me a roofie because I had never felt like this. Like, I'm about like almost like passing out. Like, and you don't pass out on acid, right? So I put it together kind of, and I'm like, that fucking chick put something in my drink when I went to the bathroom. That's why she didn't want to leave, because she's roofied me and she wants me to pass out, let her boyfriend in, and they're going to rob me. They're going to steal all my shit and leave. That's what was probably trying to happen. And that's probably why she was pissed and didn't want to leave, because she was thinking that roofie should be kicking in, because she didn't fucking know I was on acid. So she kind of like roofied the wrong motherfucker, right? Like, I ain't going down that easy. She probably should have gave me 2 or 3 of them maybe. You know, and so I basically said, hey, I'm going to fucking call the cops. You guys don't leave. That's it. I'm calling cops. You know, I'm going to call them right now. And then the guy says something that totally tripped me out and like set the whole thing for the rest of the night, made me paranoid. He goes, he starts laughing. He goes, 30 hits of LSD, guys going to call the cops. Really? I was like, what the fuck? Because I know I didn't say anything about that to that chick, because I was trying to hide the fact that I was on acid. I didn't even talk about it, you know? And so I'm like, fuck. Like, now I'm like thinking the acid is like the thing, you know,
Totally knows he was.
Yeah, I'm like, does this guy follow me? Are these people my friends? Are they fucking with me? You know, did somebody set them up to this and they're fucking with me? So now I'm like, do I take this seriously? Because maybe that he said that as a way to kind of say like, we're just fucking with you. You don't remember us from that party, fucking blah, 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 you know, or something like that. I'm waiting for that. But then I'm like, if I'm fucking wrong, like, so I still don't know how they knew it. But once in a, you know, I don't know, a handful of times a year, somebody just randomly out the street will walk up to me and say, hey, I love your YouTube. So, but it just was weird that it happened while I'm tripping on acid and this guy's a gun. So I'm just like, fuck.
The gun.
Yeah. And so
that would freak me out.
Okay, and then it gets even worse because I'm like, wait a minute, I can't call the cops. I can't call the cops. I was planning to go to LA, remember? So I brought like all my drugs, not just the acid, right? I would have like a lot of drugs. I got like a briefcase full of drugs. I'm like, fuck, if I call the cops gonna come up here, and at a hotel you don't have rights, you know, you can't, it's not, cops can just come in there, right? It's not like your apartment or whatever. And they're gonna look at me, I'm dripping wet, I look like I'm fucked up, and I was fucked up. I could barely, at this point my vision's so blurry, I couldn't even really see the buttons on my phone to call anybody. So I'm just like, fuck. And then what am I gonna do with the drugs? Like, so I'm like, fuck, I'm doomed if I do, doomed if I don't. And I was like thinking, I'm gonna flush these fucking drugs down the toilet and call the cops. I have to. There's nowhere to hide these drugs, right? That's safe. Then I'm looking at my drugs. I'm like, I can't fucking flush my drugs on the toilet. What am I? I must be really fucking stoned to think I won't flush my own drugs on the toilet. You know, fucking. So I tried to call my friend. I think I even called you, Venefica. Did you get a weird call at like 4 o'clock in the morning with somebody? Like,
I got a phone call and I said, he's butt dialing me. So I didn't.
That was me. I was calling you for help. I was. I don't know why I called you.
Okay. I didn't get a voicemail.
Okay.
Did you leave one? Because I'll check it. That'd be funny.
I don't remember. Funny now. I was calling like everybody like that I could make out their names, and I was just pushing buttons, and I was like saying like, somebody call me a cab is what I was trying to do. I was trying to get somebody to call me a cab, and you would ask like, why didn't you call yourself a cab? Because I was so fucked up. I couldn't even fucking use my phone. So I'm just pushing buttons. And like when someone says hello, like, call me a cab. Like, you know, but then I don't even know where the fuck I am. I don't know my address. I couldn't remember it. I don't.
You don't have the Uber app? I mean, they know where you are.
I tried. Well, that's I'm getting there. So what? No, we have Uber and Lyft and all that shit.
No, I meant like your state, your roofied state, you know.
My state of mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I eventually did call Uber, and that's what I ended up doing. I missed the first two because I didn't know where the fuck I was, and I couldn't see well enough to like follow their little GPS shit. And so I finally got one. All right, I got one, and it says he's there. And I guess, you know, I was able to pull myself out of it so that I wasn't going to fall down, you know. And I could now. Here's another weird thing, and this is because of the riots are going on. San Diego has these helicopters that just fly in circles all around the city, and so talk about paranoia. I got a fucking pimp outside of the gun saying that I owe him money. I'm worried that anytime the cops are going to come over, and there's fucking helicopters really actually going around in circles outside of the fucking place, right? Because it was close to downtown. I'm just like, and I got a briefcase full of fucking drugs, like enough to like, you know, give me some jail time, right? And it wasn't because I had kilos of cocaine. It was just I had like 8 different fucking drugs, like
it's like some real movie shit.
It was like I had a sample of everything. I brought from my friends. I brought from my friends. And then of course I'm the only one there. So I bolt for it. I put all the drugs in my suitcase. It's in like these lock boxes. It looks just like that actually. Yeah, but made of metal. And so I put that in my luggage, right? And then Uber's is in the parking lot, so I fucking jam, you know. But I'm sweating bullets. Like I got, because of the Corona 19 thing, man. You have to like have a face mask. I couldn't find my fucking face mask, so I'm like this. I'm like, you know, I got like one eye like this, and I'm fucking sweating. I'm running downstairs with this bag full of drugs.
You need to start like doing like a live stream during these things.
Why? I couldn't even use a fucking computer. So I made it down there, right? And like I'm dropping shit, I'm sweating, I look like some fucking junkie that just stole something, like looted a store and was running for a cab. That's what I look like. And I'm like, you know, I got like half a shirt on, the other half is on my face. I run up, he's not even there yet. So he's like actually across the street. So I'm like standing there and I'm looking around, And I don't know if I'm seeing shadow monsters, if I'm seeing these fucking drug dealers fucking with the pistols. I'm like, fuck, because it's like 4:30 and the sun's just coming up, right? Which makes everything look weird. And then of course I'm on fucking tripping on acid and whatever else they put in my drink. Get up to the cab, the Uber, and it opens the door, and just my luck. And you guys remember like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas when Johnny Depp and
just getting that image when you were talking about all the shit. I was like totally Fear and Loathing in my head.
When they're like sniffing like ether down the strip and they're like, oh, that's exactly what I look like, because I had my shirt up over my face like that for the Corona thing, and I was sweating bullets and I'm like bumping into everything and my eyes are like, oh. And so I get up there and I throw my suitcase in the thing. He looks around at me and he goes, he's from fucking Pakistan. It's the second day. He's like, you don't mind helping me? What are we going today, sir? I'm like, no. And I'm like, ah. And he looks at me like, whoa, what the fuck? And then I'm like, just go. And I'm trying to tell this dude just to go. And the dude is like petrified of me though, man. And he's like, can't read his GPS. And he's asking me to keeps asking me, where do I turn? I'm just like, I don't even know where the fuck we are, man. You fucking follow that goddamn GPS. I don't care where it goes. Take me to the airport. I don't give a fuck. Go. He's like,
just take me apart from here. Oh my God.
So I made it out though, and eventually I got home, and eventually I sobered up a little bit. It took about 10 hours though for me to before I could even consider going back. So I had to go back. My car was there. My fucking all my shit in the hotel was there except for my drugs. And so I fucking I called all my homies and explained to them what happened. And so we went back there with a group of people, many of us. The drug dealer guy was gone. Well, there's no sight of him anyway. So that was the end of the story. Is I ended up going back. I got all my shit. I paid for another day just because I didn't want the hotel to throw my shit out, because I was only scheduled to be there one night. So it was like, I don't know. That was the weirdest fucking thing though, because I was like, I never had anybody slip me a Mickey. I used to joke about that shit, be like, yeah, fucking, I'd love to be slipped a Mickey. Why doesn't no one slip me a Mickey? Tell you what, that was not fun. That was not fun on LSD, especially when the dude has a gun. So that's the best thing I could think of, is that it's a scam, right? Think about it. Like,
it has to be.
Some hot chick's standing there by herself. She's waiting for somebody to approach her. And I look like a guy that parties, and so for easy pickings, like take her up to any guy's gonna take her up to the room, right? Especially
or take your organs instead of rob you or something.
Take my organs. Oh, they'd be sorry if they did that. You don't want my organs. No, I see what you're saying though. Yeah, I heard about that.
That really happens.
It does happen, or just on TV?
That's never happened to me, but that does happen. Like girls bait and do like Hostel. You've seen Hostel,
Yeah.
The girl, they use the girls for bait to, Anyway, hot girls are bait.
That's probably where they got the idea. Yeah, and I took it.
Probably.
I wonder if they would have taken my organs. If they're, I still have no idea about the 30 hits of LSD thing though. Maybe there's something in the apartment there, the hotel that she saw. I don't think so though, because I didn't have this shirt on or something stupid like that.
Are you sure you didn't say anything?
I'm almost positive. I wouldn't have said anything, because I didn't want her to know that I was on acid. So the last thing I'm going to do is be talking about 30 hits of LSD, because I was trying to keep it on the down low, because in my back of my mind I still had a chance of taking this chick to bed, but apparently she had other ideas. I was hoping I was going to see her, because I was going to be like, you didn't have to roof me. If you just want to have sex, you should have just said something. Oh fuck. Yeah, but that's it. So the moral of the story is, spend the extra money and get a nice fucking hotel.
Get a nicer hotel.
Keep your drugs. That's nothing bad happening. That is the whole problem, was that fucking hotel.
That was the problem, right? Because that's where everything.
Absolutely. Oh, and have an escape route, like for your drugs, like if you're gonna stay at a hotel, have build something in the hotel that's just like nobody would ever look there. So if the cops do kick open something, I got my metal box, and they have to have a separate warrant to open that box. But do you really want to push that envelope with them? Because they're gonna be like, the fuck's in your little portable safe there? It's like, well, obviously it's something I don't want you to see, officer.
My mind is going to the dark web, Silk Road methods, of shipping things. Totally conspicuous. No one would ever notice.
shipping things is the best way to send drugs, I think.
Well, no. Like I read that someone would get their like tabs or whatever the hell sent to them as like they'd be inside a magazine, inside the fragrance samples.
That's a lot of work. I just put in a birthday card and some fucking foil.
But we wouldn't get caught. That's the thing. Yeah. That's pretty clever. I was like,
pretty clever. It is pretty clever.
That's pretty clever.
But I don't know. I really think that there's so much fucking birthday cards and like, regular size cards just going through the mail that I don't think there's a way to, unless they're looking for it from you. I don't think there's a way to do it. But as you're saying.
No, I just meant like hanging out in the room like a magazine over there. Like, I don't think it's going to be conspicuous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not really shipping it. That's where my mind went when you're thinking about. My friend used to like hide it in the middle of her hairbrush.
That LSD?
Anything she was carrying. It was like a circular brush, and she would pull out the middle, and there'd be a hollow, and she just kept her money, her party favors, everything. I said, man, that's kind of genius.
That is cool. Guys have a similar version of that. I got some in my car. If you go to the dollar store, they have these cheap ass screwdrivers, and the ends in the screw. Put your shit in there and then screw it back on. And then throw it in my toolbox.
In my life, but nothing super rad. I think I right now have like a Pepsi can.
One of those Heidi cans. I think cops figured that shit out in like 1980.
I know. I'm like,
right? It worked for like a month. Oh man, yeah.
Nothing really cool's in there.
Yeah. Hiding shit in plain sight often works too, because people they're looking for shit. They're gonna be looking at like nooks and crannies and all kinds of shit, like in the bottom of like a flour jar, but if it's something that's just like out in the open, it almost just gets overlooked. That I can't tell you how many times I've lost drugs, like misplaced them, and like me and my friends were tearing my house apart looking for them, and they're just like right out in the fucking open, like somewhere where it's just like it's like, wow.
I've been there before in my days.
Nice.
Like, that's crazy.
Nice. I'll read some of these comments here so we can catch up.
Yeah.
All right. I have a hard time like reading and talking at the same time. I'm like a one-track guy. I can't do both. See. Roofies suck.
Juggle it.
What are a roofie? Because roofies could be anything, right? I mean, that could have been Special K. It could have been.
Is that GHB? Is GHB? Like, I don't know.
GHB would be another roofie. Yeah.
I bought some before because I thought it was supposed to be good for sex or something. I didn't take it. But
butt sex?
No, good for sex. Just someone told me, not like they were trying to move on me. It's like a me and a boyfriend versus try it kind of thing. But we never made it there. So I don't know if GHB is good or not. I don't know. But or if that's on the lines of a date rape drug. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you want to be raped, I mean, I think from a boyfriend's perspective, he's like, hey, take this. And then you just pass out. And then he just has his way with it. Well, exactly. That's foreplay to me.
Right.
Right.
I don't know. I never found out. But...
Yeah. Drugs are weird. I mean, as far as drugs go that stimulate sex for a man anyway, because you got to be careful, right? Since it's a mechanical function dick, right? Certain drugs are not, don't jive down there, even though your mind's all for it, right? But your dick is just like, nope, not today. Yeah. Yeah, but LSD is not really a good sex drug. It's like, it's weird. It's like, it's too weird. It's get that thing away from me now, quick. Any amphetamines are great, like meth, speed. That's probably the best amphetamine. Cocaine's good in moderation. If you do too much cocaine.
I would say, I think for me, I would say cocaine would be the number one.
Yeah.
I think it's like a social thing though, too, though, like the whole revving up night,
Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of pornos start off with them doing cocaine.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alcohol is great. Again, in moderation.
Right? Oh, dude. Alcohol. Oh, man. But then I hate vomiting in the morning or that night.
Vomiting on the person is even better.
Yeah.
I had a chick puke on me once during sex. I was like, wow, is that good, huh? So, I'm so sorry. Like, I thought it was hilarious. I was just like,
I don't have too many turn-offs. Vomit is one. I cannot.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a fetish of mine. I just thought it was funny because there's nothing I could do about it. It already happened and she's already on top of me. It's like, Guess it's slip and slide time in your margarita.
Is it margarita?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think it's like Jägermeister or something.
That'd be bad if it was just like Bud Light. I'd be pissed. I'd be, bitch, get out of here. You can throw up my $16 margaritas. I was like, all right.
Vomiting beer. I bet that's disgusting. I've never been a beer drinker, so I don't really know. But
yeah, Kelly's saying. I think Kelly's saying that can't do sex on Sid. It's hard. I've had sex on acid once, but it was only because I've made myself. I was convinced when I was a teenager it was gonna be like the most fascinating sexual experience. It wasn't. It was like awkward. It was like distracting, and it was like, hey, I was like interested in it for like 10 seconds, and then it's like, nope. But you know, it's worth a shot.
Yeah, at least you tried it, you know.
Yeah, I actually kind of lost my virginity on LSD, so that was part of it. Yeah, but then I tried to go back and relive that, but it didn't work.
That's kind of a fun story.
Johnny, I do sometimes, yeah. I more so sell it. I do probably do occasionally if you know as needed, but not heavily, but I more when I can. Yeah, use it or trade it for other stuff that I do use, like DMT and LSD. So yeah, I still do it. But I found like for moderating my drinking, which like today I've had like 2 drinks. I found that, you know, if of course amphetamines, but also LSD works good too. It's just the LSD is kind of tricky just because it's kind of like you build a tolerance to it faster, and it's kind of like it sucks when you take too much because then it's like, oh, I guess I ain't doing shit today, but I'm not drinking. I'm not going to work, and I'm not fucking doing anything. I mean,
not doing shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that was always a fun part, man. It's trying to figure out how to microdose on LSD. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna take this much, cut this in like 1/8 of a hit. He said it's 200 UG. Do the math here, calculator. That looks about right. Then you take it, you're like, I think I took too much. Gotta go to work. Oh, I still wanted to bail that hotel though. I wanted to bail that hotel in my car because my car was sitting right there. But I was so fucked up. I couldn't even use my phone. I'm just like, I know if that's all I need is if I can get busted in a car, if I can crash into the side of this hotel, my briefcase falls out, all the drugs spill in the street, and I'm fucked up. Like, oh, I'd still be in jail.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck.
It's been a great story.
So where are we gonna go? I still have all my drugs. I'm owed at least 2 more nights of a hotel.
I don't know why I thought from that story you got robbed of them. But okay.
No, they want to know.
I think there's just a lot going on. I just
half a square is Kelly's saying half a square is a good microdose. Fuck no, it's not. That's way too much. Like, I mean, well, it depends on how strong the tab is, but I'm thinking like for a microdose, I would do like under 20 UG, like, and a regular hit's about 100 to 150. So we're talking like 1/8 of a hit. That's what I'd shoot for anyway. But again, it depends on how strong it is, and I guess it depends on what it is you have to do. See, when I say microdose, I want to actually be able to drive. I want to be able to go to work. I want to be able to read. I mean, I want to be able to like do shit, like function in society without like walking around being like, schnozberries taste like schnozberries. Oh. Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
All right. Yeah. So, well, yeah, I did too much when I started microdosing. My last job was part-time. It's still technically employed, just laid off, but sampling out free booze and free wine at like high-end grocery stores. I did too much, and I'm just like, it was so fun though, but it was like having to relearn everything again. Like, you know, like I forgot all of my wine knowledge, right? Which I'm pretty good because that's what I do, right? I pretty much have to know the basics and describe where these wines come from and the difference between, you know, this and that. Fuck that. Like as soon as I got high on LSD, like I never worked on LSD like a real job anyway. It is like, what the fuck am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. I'd just be like, what? They're just like giving shit away to people. I just forgot to card people. It's like 12-year-old walks by. Here's some wine, kid. Bye. It's just my boss is like, yeah, good time, man. He thinks I smoke weed. And that's a funny thing is I love when people accuse me of smoking weed because that's like the only drug I don't do. Right.
I'm not a weed person either myself. So
nice. I only do hard drugs. Fuck, I gave up on weed a long time ago. It's like he's like, oh, you're stoned, and you go smoke some weed. You smell like weed. Yeah. I'm like, I smell like weed. I haven't smoked weed in like 10 years, brother. I don't say that. I'd rather have him say I smell like weed than booze because I think he thinks I smell like. I probably do smell like booze. Oh fuck. So what are the riots over there like? We'll change topic over there. You're in Houston area, right?
Oh God, they're getting like shut down like as quick as they're like.
Where? Oh, it's Texas though.
Yeah. Well, remember I'm like a little outside of Houston, so like this hurt me or something. Is there a needle or something? Right.
Yeah, Kelly, I'm a great drunk driver. I've perfected that. I've driven like a fucking 1,000 times. Don't get me wrong, all right, everybody, but no, I'm actually a very, very cautious drunk driver. I take the side streets. I don't speed. I stop. Drunk drivers usually do stupid shit like fucking blow through stop signs or speed or don't turn on their lights. Oh, if I'm drunk, I am the most paranoid motherfucker. It's like I'm smuggling fucking pounds of cocaine in my trunk across the border. I'm drunk. I'll walk around my car and make sure all the lights work and shit. Fucking, I'll just look at my tires, make sure. Just fucking take all those side streets. I don't care. I have never gotten a DUI. I've gotten out of 2 of them on the side of the road. I got out of 2, and I'm never gonna get one because I'm not careful.
Gotten out of 2? That's pretty impressive for not having boobs.
Oh, I know, right? I got a 2, not 1 but 2.
That is pretty impressive.
I don't think the boob things work. Do the boob things work still?
Oh yeah.
Unless it's a chick cop, then you're like, fuck.
Well, then yeah, I've gotten out some trouble before. I mean, it was crazy. Like, can I tell the story? It's like quick.
Yeah. No, take your time.
Okay. I was at the bar working, and then I was drunk. Okay, not drunk. That's too strong. I was heavily buzzed. Okay, and then I got off early and I went home. And then my boyfriend's brother was visiting at the time, and he was kind of like messing around with my best friend. So they were at this local bar, and they were like, "We're too drunk to drive home. Come get us." I said, "Okay, if I'm worse than y'all, I'll come get you." So then I got pulled over on the way there, and then the cop was just like, "Why are you speeding?" I'm like, because I was gonna get my friend and brother-in-law at the bar or whatever. And he was like, I'm gonna see if your story checks out. Followed me to this bar, and then he's coming back over to the thing and got my phone number and told me he wasn't gonna give me a ticket. I said, "You can have my phone number, sir."
Did he call you?
If he did, I didn't. I don't answer if I don't know the number. So.
Oh, I was gonna say. That's funny.
But he did. The same cop pulled me over 3 years later and let me go again. I think he's just nice. How many do they like let you get away with? You know what I mean? Or how many do they get a month to get away with? I've always wondered that. Like, is there like a number of exempt things that they have? Or is it just like, this ain't really worth my time to show up in court for? So, do you know what I'm saying?
There you go. Sorry.
I just went on the big spiel anyway. It's more of a thought anyway. Like, no one could really answer it unless you're a cop.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it. So I heard you talking about
the cops. You reading? Oh my God.
No. I actually got out to change my shirt because it was hot.
Oh, well, sorry.
I want to show you this picture. Somebody painted this for me. Oh, I don't know if the green screen.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Cool. Yeah.
I like it.
Little shout out to my tattoo artist. Yeah.
Oh, that's who I was going to ask you. Like, do you have like a PO box people send you stuff to or something, or like?
Just drugs. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
Oh God, I don't play Ouija boards. I just collect the Parker Brothers, William Fold, but I don't play them. I have 3 boards, originals, but
Microcone was talking about microdosing shrooms. I tried microdosing shrooms, man. I'm sorry, Venefica, I didn't mean to run you over.
No,
I'm
I'm
trying to
done.
catch up
That was
on
my
this. Okay.
thought.
I tried microdosing shrooms, but it's just so hard to dose them because the shrooms aren't consistent. You know, it's like you take a cap and it'll be like super weak, and then you eat a stem and it's really strong. It's like I guess if you ground them up and mixed them up and put them in capsules, I guess is the way they do it. But that's a lot of fucking work, man. You know, for shrooms. I got some shrooms down there. Oh, I can't show drugs on YouTube. Shrooms. I don't know. I like LSD better than shrooms. Shrooms can get fucking pretty evil pretty quick. I've eaten one too many shrooms and fucking went fucking down that rabbit hole like in a different way. Like it's kind of like a darker way, kind of like, I don't know, LSD. Even when I've like fucking tripped out like hard on way too much acid, it didn't have like this ominous like death feeling behind it. Where shrooms, I'm just like,
Right. I had a friend blow his head off after drinking some shrimp tea in 9th grade.
He did what?
He blew his head off with a gun.
Oh wow, it's crazy.
Yeah. So I never really felt so compelled to really many, just because that affected me emotionally, you know. But like,
of course,
you know.
One thing that I did that was like shrooms was the ACO4 DMT. That is weird because it's technically DMT, but I guess chemically the compound is like almost identical to shrooms. And I don't know, but it's a powder, which is fucking awesome. It looks to white powder like cocaine. But if you do a line the size like you would cocaine, you will fucking regret it. Just because it's so, yeah, fuck yeah. That's the best part about it. You know, you don't have to eat it.
I've never heard.
I just did like, but you snort just a little baby bit, like the size of like the red head on the end of a match, like a little bump, like a little baby cube.
Like a little scoop bump thing.
Yeah, like you're in the bathroom with your girlfriend's fucking doing blow. You know,
right.
Yeah, the baby small.
I was thinking of the girl in Cruel Intentions, and she had that little thing she had. But yeah, it works the same. Girls' bathroom, I guess, same damn thing.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, it's cool like that because it's like instead of like eating it where you got to wait like an hour, it's like you do it up your nose like that. It's like within 5 minutes, you're like, oh, whoop, but it doesn't quite last as long. But then it goes back down. But you can dose yourself really easy and just kind of keep going. And instead of eating a bunch and like tripping for like 6 hours, just like, and then you're high for like 2 hours. But that fucks with my brain. But of course I did too much. I did a bump like every 2 hours for like a week, except for when I slept. But by the end of the week though, I was like meditating and shit. Cause I was getting all fucking weird inside my head. And that got really dark really quick. But I mean, it's a good drug. I should have been cautious about it.
Should have been more prepared.
I don't think Venefica is too good looking to do drugs. I don't think she does any drugs. Maybe she did some cocaine when she was young. Yeah.
Maybe when I was young. Oh God.
No, sorry. When you were younger. Sorry.
No. That's one thing, man. That's one reason I moved to the bar. All the social congregations in the girls' bathroom, you know. But you know.
Oh fuck. Ugh. So I'm thinking like, I don't know, with the stimulus money and shit, now I don't have to like work and I don't be back to work till like the earliest, like August or September. I'm just gonna fucking go. I'm not gonna travel the country. I'm gonna like do. And I'm gonna hit east. I already hit up west. I hit LA, San Francisco, and then Seattle. And I came back. I skipped Portland. I'm gonna go east because I never go east because I don't know. Somebody said something about it gets real dark once you get past the Mississippi. I don't know what that fucking means. I don't know what that means. Really.
Well, I'll tell you.
I'm scared.
I thought San Diego is way cooler than Manhattan, personally.
Yeah.
When I went to both last year. I just feel like they're both, you know, San Diego is way cooler. I like it over in the west. Do you mean east, like north, east, south, right?
Just yeah. Oh,
okay,
like the south. Basically, once I get east of Texas, I'm like, it's like unfamiliar territory to me. You know, I'm Southwest and West Coast. Anything you get in the South and you start getting like East Coast, or especially Northeast, like Midwest. I've never even been to the Midwest. I've never been to Ohio or Illinois or anything like that.
I have no desire, really.
Me neither. I think once you live in a nice place, you're like, why would I want to go to Ohio? Everybody I know there hates it.
I'm trying to think, like, is there anywhere I would want to go? No, I can't think.
San Diego? No. You know, Vegas. I'll meet you in Vegas. How's that? You know, I was just looking actually on Priceline. For like $450, you get two airfares and 2 hotel rooms for 3 days for like $450.
3 days. I've heard it's
Vegas
like that.
Yeah, it is.
Vegas
You get
would
a
be fun.
package too. Fuck yeah.
But oh my God, all your stories and everything. Oh God, I don't know if I can hang running from it would be like, do you watch It's Always Sunny? Probably not, but when they go to Jersey Shore and they get caught up with these people that are like robbing people and they're smoking PCP. Oh my God. I just got that mental image, but I love It's Always Sunny. So
I want to go. I don't want to go and gamble, like just spin the roulette, place coins.
I do not like to gamble, but
I bet you owe other people's money though. I don't like to gamble either. Not with my money. I love gambling with other people's money.
I don't like to lose my money.
Exactly right. Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly the thing. So, I mean, I'll do a little bit, but I don't like to like do high risk crap, you know?
Yeah. This is why I play like dollar roulettes or something, you know, and you drink for free. But you're not a drinker. See, I'm a drinker.
I mean, if they have what I like, I will drink. I'm very picky, but
I've never been to Vegas, so I want to go. Have you been to Vegas?
Never.
Me neither. See, we need to go then. And we need to go before like fucking shit goes back to normal, because when shit goes back to normal, everybody's gonna be busy again and nobody's gonna have time.
Well, my schedule's always kind of lax. But,
yeah. You know what? I may never go back to work again. Not a regular job after this. I've figured out a way that I can make a living and
right. Not have to work for yourself. Life is great.
Basically, yeah. I guess you can call it working for myself. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe like go back part time.
Shifting, but like it'll get there. I just have to get back out there. I hate that.
Yeah, it's just what about buying like an RV, a nice one though? Like
I'm about to say
an RV, not like a tweaker one, but like, you know, like a real RV, like, you know, that has. Yeah, but not nothing's gonna cost a couple $100,000. Something that was like in the $60,000 ballpark, like something that has like a shower, something, you know, that you actually has all the amenities. Yeah, just fucking. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how much RVs are. I guess
they're actually really cheap right now. I was actually thinking about breaking off something of a nest egg I have and buying an RV for like 60,000, because they're so cheap right now because so many people have bought them and then they use them for like a year and then they realize, fuck, this thing gets like 10 miles to the gallon. Fuck, there's nowhere to park this motherfucker. Fuck, they got to maintain this thing. Fuck, I need a permit to park this fuck. You know, and it's just like, they're like, oh, I thought it'd sound cool too, but it's kind of hard to maintain. But if you live in it, that's a different story, right? If that's your house. And then you
can go to Burning Man and have a shower. That's how my mind thinks, because I would like, I'm never going to go to Burning Man if I can't have a shower. Really? Barter my shower, you know.
You could, yeah.
I want to go to Burning Man though.
If I go to Burning Man, I'm not going to shower for at least a week.
Oh no,
you got to blend in, man. You got to blend in with that fucking stinky.
I just feel like my coochie needs to be fresh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can always wash the pink parts.
I plan on doing things there, you know. I'm just saying.
You gonna get with Burning Man?
I'm just saying.
Have you been to Coachella or anything?
No.
I haven't been in any of those things. Oh wait, was it? No, I was at a Lollapalooza once, but that was a long time ago.
Oh man, those were the days. And I say that I'm younger than you, right? But like I like wanted to do all that shit so bad. Like I like lived vicariously through everyone older than me. You know, I'm just like, I was born 5 years too late. 6 years too late. 8 years.
I don't know. How old are you again? 24?
24, 34. So I feel like I was born maybe 8 years too late, 8 to 10 years too late. That makes sense to me.
Hey, have you guys
early 90s, like my favorite music ever. I should have been a teenager then.
In the 90s, yeah.
Early 90s.
I was. You weren't.
See? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that was good music. I graduated high school in 94, so.
See? That's what I'm saying. I was in fucking 4th grade, and I'm sitting here like, Pearl Jam 10 was my shit. You know what I mean?
Pearl Jam, yeah.
10. Oh God, you know, like, oh God, whatever else I liked back then, but Soundgarden, you know.
Yeah, I actually moved to Seattle in 1997 because of the grunge thing. So I missed it by a couple of years, like the big, but I was in Seattle.
It's never died. It's never died for me.
It was cool. I don't know. So California, like, you know, had some good stuff coming out of there at the same time. You know, they're like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. They had a lot of
my favorite band,
a lot of metal band. Metallica, I mean, came out of there. I mean, a lot of
Metallica. Yeah, that's some good shit. I like Metallica. Old Metallica a lot.
So remember you were saying you're going to teach me how to make something? Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want you to do that tonight because you said this before, and then we get off here, and you're like, "Bye, later. Talk to you next time."
Yo, I'm getting tired.
I know, right? I want to learn right now because I want to make some right now too.
Well, you want to make some right now? You're SOL. You gotta have a special plant to make it. But I can send you a link to get some, and you'll have it too.
That's all I want. That's all I want. Ghost BC. Ghost BC is fucking awesome. Oh, let me show you something about Ghost BC. Hold on a second. See, I do peek over there once in a while. I kind of scan. I'll show you Ghost BC right now. Check this shit out. See, I know you really believe that's a painting behind me, but it's really not. But no,
it looks cool.
It does look cool, but I can look something. Damn it! Where am I going here? Why isn't it doing that? Okay, Ghost BC. Oh, there it is up there. All right. Watch behind me. I just figured out how to do this. That's why I'm like all like fucking. Let me do it because I'm experimenting with it. So virtual background and then Ghost BC. Boom. There's Ghost BC and me. 2016.
Got to see the Chili Peppers on the Mother's Milk tour. Oh, so jealous.
That's not as good as Ghost BC. No.
Look, my self-portrait, I have my nipples of Chili Pepper too. You know, I love them. Love them. They're my favorite band. Josh my favorite ever. He's back with them. Can't wait. Anyway, I'm getting a hot
I saw them on Dead Milkman too. Actually, I saw them with that's one of my first shows actually was Chili Peppers and the Dead Milkman, and you saw them on Blood Sugar Sex Magic. You said?
Oh God,
I saw them with the Beastie Boys. I saw the Beastie Boys and Dead Milkman and somebody else. Yeah.
God, Beastie Boys, man. That's a guilty pleasure of mine. People probably don't know that, but man, Hello Nasty is one of my favorite albums. And I could break down some Beastie Boys for people, but I won't embarrass myself. But I can totally do it. Oh my God. That's going to bring me into a good place. Good place. I want to listen to music. Like, Alexa, play, you know.
DMT is shit, by the way. That's my new favorite drug, microcone. Like
I wouldn't even call it a drug, man. I don't call it a drug.
Well, I don't believe that it makes you talk to space aliens and shit like that. Or entities. No. I believe that you think you are, but I believe that you think you are because
I disagree.
That's what everybody. That's because before you even do it, you're reading shit about aliens and shit.
All I will say is that I specifically ask in meditation before I do it. I want to know something, and I will get clues. And I swear to whatever is there, I will go down the rabbit hole, and I will find the clues match and give me an answer, usually Egypt related, but that's just my personal thing. But I do think you if they want to talk to you, they'll talk to you. That's what I feel.
It's possible. Okay, but let's see what's more likely. What's more probable that you do this drug DMT and now you can speak to aliens and travel dimensions and like
aliens? I don't know. I did not
entities and gods and whatever and time and space, or you do this very powerful psychedelic and you fucking trip balls, because I think it's the latter personally. You're tripping.
Don't even like to call it tripping. I feel like it's a spiritual thing. It's what goes off in your body when you die. I think that it's home. It feels like home to me. It feels like home. Like I cry almost every time I do it. It's just spiritual for me. Mm-hmm.
I was just answering Richard. DMT is not expensive at all. It's not too expensive to make. It's kind of expensive to buy only because you can make it. Go to Reddit. Go to Reddit and look up how to make DMT. And
I'll tell you what to Google.
There you go. Go ahead.
Lazy Man Tech. TEK.
Lazy Man Tech.
Lazy Man's Tech. You're welcome.
I'm gonna put that in there too. Oh shit, we should get going. How long is this now? How long have we been here? It doesn't say, does it? Oh, it'll say in Zoom.
And instead of Reddit, if y'all want like a more place where I learned everything I did, it's called the DMT Nexus.
DMT Nexus?
DMT Nexus. And it's a whole group of people who just really adore it. you know, and learn from them and how to make it yourself, you know.
Hell yeah, to make it yourself. That's the way to go about doing it. It's actually not that expensive because if you know how to do it correctly, like smoke it, a gram will outlast you so long. Like I buy a gram for $100 and a gram lasts me for months because once you figure out how to smoke it. Once you figure out how to smoke it, if you're doing stupid shit like fucking sandwiching and
I'm a
stuff,
greedy bitch. I will.
I freebase that shit like it's fucking crack, man. I'm like, right to fucking space heaven. I talk to ET and shit all the way along. So
you can talk to ET, Zach.
I've seen praying mantises. I've seen fucking
the praying mantises. Oh God, you just put me in a weird place because I just feel it.
I saw predators. I've seen weird. I've seen some entities. They don't really say much to me though, and I don't know. I've actually recently made like 3 videos about my interpretations of DMT. And I think people see these things because we're conditioned to see these things, partially in an archetypal way, but also because before I even did DMT, I was reading about DMT. And this is what everybody's saying is that you see aliens and shit. And so no wonder why people have seen this.
I mean, someone says, if they say, I saw geometry, I believe them because I always see geometry as like my opening thing. But I will say this, there's a guy, Jonathan Salter, I think his name is. He has a painting or blotter art. I'm not sure what it is, but it's called I've Been There or something. I've been there before or something. And I saw it and my heart stopped because I've always tried to tell people it was like South America, but Tron, you know, it was like the Aztecs, but Tron, but neon Tron. And he drew this. It's so crazy. And I don't know this man, but I've been there before. And that's what it's called. And that's what's so weird. I love that. I want to frame it because I've been there. It's crazy.
But I see the thing is I don't think we have been there. I think we've been there in our subconscious.
You haven't.
I think we've been there. And I think there are certain destinations and certain archetypical symbologies and geometries that are just ingrained in the human nature in that.
But what I'm saying is that I saw this and he drew it.
I know what I saw, damn it.
But all I'm saying is I don't know this person, but we saw the same thing.
I get it. This is what you can't. I'm not saying I got the answer.
But it's an interesting concept. It's the thing that we'll never know the answer. Who, what, where, when, how. I mean, how, whatever.
We're all high.
Freudian slip, whatever. But like,
yeah, right.
You know, it's like I just think that is so fascinating.
It is fascinating. It's a great drug. I love it. I don't care if it's real or not. I mean, I love it anyway. I love fucking blasting off and like getting. It feels like I get abducted by aliens because when I blast off, because I freebase it, right? I don't mix it with anything. You fucking blast off, you fucking, you know, like I feel like I get jerked out of my skin. It's weird. It's scary.
Like, you know, the smell,
fucking
like
scary.
whenever you're about to poop, and then I'm always like, break on through, like the doors, you know, I'll sing it to myself because I know it's about to be time to put the lights out, you know, and I'm like, engaged. I'm about to go off in the corner and have me a little bit of fun.
Me too. You know what? We should do it together. Let's do it together. Maybe we'll travel. Maybe we'll travel and meet each other.
Wouldn't that be? Then I'll be telling you, but like I told you.
We'll soar up to heaven and like ET will be waiting for us and marry us up there.
In the other dimension.
This is either a crack pipe, a DMT smoking apparatus, or like Vince Neil's fucking cocaine line.
That sounds funny, but a straight shooter is my favorite DMT method.
Of course. Crack pipe, crack it up.
Yeah.
Some Brillo in there.
I've never done crack, but like that's
it's a great way to do DMT. That's exactly how you do DMT. The best ways to do DMT is to do it like you do crack or you do meth. Those are the 2 ways because you vaporize both of those. So once you got that technique down, you can do all 3.
Yeah. So,
all right, let's
man. I want to. You got me all hyped up. Now I want to go talk to the people. You gotta see if it's in my mind.
What people? For the DMT. Oh, I thought you meant our friends here in chat.
The gnomes. What is Terrence?
Oh, you want to go talk to the elf people, the machine elves?
Yeah, the Guardians of the Galaxy.
I did see some gestures though. So one gesture kept fucking with me. And
the jester. See, I've met him too. It's so fucking weird.
I don't think they're real. I think we meet them because we've heard these stories.
How do we know that we've seen them?
Because we're tripping in our subconscious. We're already looking for these things.
I don't call it tripping. I don't know.
I do. I trip balls off of DMT.
DMT and acid, if you put them on the same level, I wouldn't.
I trip harder off DMT, big time.
Like I said, DMT is spiritual to me, so I take it really seriously. But like, you know,
are you supposed to close your eyes? Because like recently I've been keeping my eyes open. And holy shit, when you keep your eyes open, it's a different world. It's kind of scary actually, because
like I thought it was power fried. I was like, what? You know, I didn't like it, but it was my fault. Mars Volta was probably not the song choice to use, and I was just like, you know, I was.
I keep my eyes open. Do you remember like yeah, you may be a little younger, remember, but like the original Poltergeist movie, when all the poltergeists, they possess the toys and the toys go and they start coming together and like marching like towards the little Carol Ann girl. It was scary as fuck. You should watch the original Poltergeist. Anyway, that's what I got, a bunch of shit like that in my room where I sleep in. So I open my eyes and all these like fucking lamps and like tables and boxes and everything that was just around the room kind of like started like get animated and start like looking at me and fucking coming towards me. I'm like, fuck, man, why can't I should have just closed my eyes? Now I can't close my eyes because I'm scared of these fucking boxes. They like animated themselves and they come at you. It's weird.
Hey, I'm gonna say to microcone, is that the name? DMT compared to salvia, I'll tell you, I bought salvia after DMT and it did not work. So I contacted the company. They made it in Vancouver. And I said, well, I regularly did DMT. And they said, that's why it's not working. So I definitely think if you're used to salvia, you are in for a treat.
Never tried salvia personally.
I tried it, didn't work after you break the barrier, I guess. I don't know. But I've seen YouTubes and people freaking out on it. I don't know. But you can buy it anywhere. I mean, at any head shop or whatever. Well,
see, that's why I think it doesn't work that well. Is I think the shit that they sell at the head shops, because that's what I've tried too. I've tried it 3 times before I even tried DMT, and I never got high off of it. And people were like, "Well, it's because you're buying that crap from the head shop. You have to get like high grade stuff." Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was told.
Yeah,
well, then I found DMT, and I just kind of like gave up on trying to find any other psychedelics.
Right.
This is enough. This is plenty for me.
I know. Once you do that, it is like nothing else exists. Like that was like, to me, it was just like, that's like the king.
For show. All right, let's get out of here. What time is it? Thanks guys for showing up. Thanks for listening to my story. I made a YouTube video about it. I'm going to make another one because the video I made is like 17 minutes long and nobody watches 17-minute videos.
Yeah, they do.
Shorten it to like 5 minutes. Then you got to leave out so much detail though. But
I put stuff on like when I'm cleaning. You know what I mean? Like, so I do. But
right on.
People might.